of CSS output. If you see like CSS text and all, text align as a center and also color as red. Okay, so yeah, that's about how about that's about syntax of CSS. Here we are having a selectors as you already see, para and also class. I mean ID and class. For example, if we are giving some uh, ID parameter like some para, I have a para, but it is having some ID parameter. Then it is like para one or some para one like or some kind of content, and it is something like um, properties, something like that, and the values given like this. So for this id value, how we can do is like we can able to assign like hash, and we can call this content. So this will mention like that particular id parameter. This star is called a selector. This star is called a selector. So here I am going to have some text line, and here I can give like some kind of center, and here I can give like color as some aqua or something. Okay, aqua or something. So yeah, like that. So and also we are having one more selector, that is like a class parameter. So if we take like class, it is like a content class. I am going to create an property here. It's like classes and some objects I gave. So for this class, I am going to have here, we have to denote the classes with the dot parameter, like content class. And here I have to mention, some anything like text align, and I can give to the left if I want, and color I am going to mention some um, brown or something. So if I see the output here, I can find this parameters, classes and objects. Okay, okay, and yeah. Mm. And one more thing, so these are the two different selectors we have, and one is like a class, and other one is like I mean ID. If we want to give like I mean central align, if you want to give some suppose I have here one para, and I have here a para and a class, and I have to mention here some center or something, and this para center aligned. I gave like this. One more way of selecting a particular particular para is like this. Like we have to mention p dot center. uh, p dot center. So this will go and pick this tag, and here it will mention like here it will mention like some text align, some center I am giving, and also color I am giving some kind of some color, like a blurry wood. Okay, now I can find this one here actually. So like in this way also we can able to select a particular div. This is one kind of selection. and also we can use one more way is like we can use one more way is like center space, large and center space. Okay. Okay, it's like this actually. P I am going to give here. We can give the gap in between we can give a gap in between the class, whatever the strings we have. For example, I have here class, and I am going to give here some center, and I am giving some large. Okay, I am giving some large here. So this paragraph will be this is para is large, large and center aligned. Okay, center aligned like this I give, and but coming for the style notations, I am going to mention like p dot center. Anyhow, we have already p dot center, so I am going to mention here p dot large now, large. So p dot large, I am going to give some font size as some 300%, something like that. Okay, and now we can find para is large and center aligned. So center aligned and font size 300%. Okay. Font size 300%. Likewise, you can mention for one class two. Two notations you can able to mention. Okay. It will work with it will work for the text align, and also it will take like a large related font size. Okay. Both it will
Here
take.
you wrote center and large, right? Again, the style you mentioned only large.
See, center is, see this center, it will go and take this one. Okay.
Okay. If you write
Large.
combine,
If you combine, the both will be one. Then if we combine like this, then what will happen is like we have to, it won't get detected. See, it won't get detected. Why? Because it will the default value it is taking the para value it is taking. But if we want to give this will become one single string. This will become one single string. What that means is you have to give one more thing like center large, and you have to mention here like text align and center, and we have to give like color, and we have to give like some chocolate, and yeah, this is something else. Again, it will bring us like some other color. You can see like chocolate, and else you can give like black if you want. If you combine both, it will become like one single entity. If you divide both like this space, then also you can, then center will be one style, center will be one style, and the large will be one more style. Center will be the both styles will be applicable for this single para. That's what it means. You are getting my point? Hello?
yeah. Hello.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and one more thing is like universal selector we have. That is something like whatever, I mean uh, I mean up to now, whatever uh, elements you have in your HTML, with this universal selector, with this universal selector, you can select it is applicable to every element in your HTML. So for example, I am going to take here like I am going to take here this value, and okay, and I just don't want all these styles. Okay, I just don't want all these styles, but I want to mention some kind of you know one second. Okay, so yeah, here I am going to give like a star and some text align, some center I give, and also I am going to mention like a color, some this one blue, cornflower blue, and you can see now all are whatever the classes are there. Since the classes and IDs are there, irrespective of it, it will it will apply the style for everything. It won't wait for the class or ID to come into the picture. It will be applicable for everything. Okay, that's about the universal selector. Okay, and one more.
Can you explain once again what the universal selector?
This is universal selector. Okay, so it will select all the whatever the HTML tags we have. I mean properties, whatever it is there inside it, that will be applicable for the entire HTML page. Whatever the HTML tags we have, that will be applicable for the entire HTML page, whatever the properties we are mentioning here. These properties will be applicable for the entire elements inside the body. That's the main motto of the work of this universal selector. Okay, so yeah, we saw like element wise selection. This is element wise selection, and this is like ID, and this is like content. This is like content, and also this is like element of an element, and also we saw like we saw like separating to center and large. Both acts as in different styles, but for single para. That example we saw, and we saw a universal selector. This is about these selectors. Okay, so and one second. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So here we are having some, style-wise uh, selection of the CSS. Whatever we are mentioning, this is like a internal styling. This kind of styling is called as internal styling. Okay, within the HTML tag only, we are taking like a style behind this, and yeah, don't mind. I will take one more break. 1 second. I will 2 minutes. Hello. Yeah, you are there, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So these are the different selectors we have, and style. This kind of styling is called as inline styling. This kind of styling is called as inline styling, and there is one and whatever the style we are giving on top of the no here directly, if we are giving a style, that is some that is internal styling. What this is internal styling. Now suppose if I want to give a style within for this alone, for example, style is equal to I am going to give here some text align and center, and I am going to give here some color, and I am going to do some crimson likewise. So this kind of styling is like inline styling. This kind of styling is called as internal styling. Okay, these are the two differences actually, and those are the ways of styling. So to comment a particular uh, to comment a particular I mean this CSS, we can comment it like with the slash star and slash star, and we can comment the uh, multiple lines. If we want to give like if we want to comment a multiple lines of code, we can able to comment it like this actually. Okay, and if you want to comment for one line, this is the way we have to slash star and end of the line star slash star forward slash. That's the way we have to comment. And yeah, and then the HTML, you are already aware, I think so. We can directly give like comments by giving this one less than and greater. This is a kind of less than exclamatory mark, double hash, double hyphen, and hyphen hyphen greater than. That's how we have to do a comment in HTML. We can do multiple lines also by giving this uh, I mean anti tag at the end of the multiple lines. Okay. For single line, you can mention over it like this. So apart of it, we are having some background color. There is one style called as background color. Suppose if I want to change this background style of this body, so let us think like background color. It's like some CYIN or some light color. I will take uh, light gray or something. So you can find this one for the entire body. Okay, we can find this to the entire body. This background color is the one which will mention the which will change the background color of your page or your HTML or something. So let us think if you want to go ahead with some h1 tag, and I want to give some style and background color, and I'm giving some tomato, and here it is like some hello world. Okay, so at this point of time it will be like a yeah, it will be mentioning in this way like a hello world, and the tomato and the hello world will be displayed. And like for not only for hashtag, we can give for the para tag also. So in this is like in the para tag we are having here background color, some kind of steel or some kind of I give, and here it is like para tag bg bgc. Okay, so I can find for this also this one. Why I am getting a red color here, since I am not giving the red color also. Why it is taking red color means the above I have mentioned here the red color. That's why it is taking the default color as red here, right? And that's about background color. And also one more thing we have, that is like border color. Border color, it is something like this. For suppose I have one header, I have some h3 header, h3 header, and it's like a style. I'm giving like a inline style, and here I am going to mention like a background. uh, I mean border, not background, border. I am going to give some border. Here I am going to mention the first parameter is like some the width of the border. Second parameter is like whether it is a solid or likewise. and one more is like tomato or anything like blue, likewise I mentioned. So and here I am going to mention some text here. H3 header, H3 header. So once I'm mentioning that it is like a head H3 header. Okay, I can able to see the border around this H3 header. Okay, and one more thing we have, that is like uh, background color you already saw, and yeah, background color we saw, and also yeah, we have one parameter known as opacity parameter. So let us think I have one div, and everything is there in one div. Okay, let us think I have one this div, and everything is there here in one div. Okay, div is a blocked element, block scoped element. Okay, div is a block scoped element.
What is the difference between div, section, and one more thing, article?
Div,
Section and article.
section and article. So div is nothing but it is an it is a block scoped element. It is a block scoped element. If the content is within the element, it is not, then the content is like within the element, then we have to use like a div parameter. It is not yeah yeah. And if it is article, it is like the content is like self-contained. Okay, if article, it is something like the, I mean that the text whatever it is there in the article, they are like self-contained. They are not related to any other parameters which are from outside. Okay, so suppose for example I have one article, and all the statements are inside it are not variables. They are static variables as it is. They're they are the static variables. They are not depend upon any other related contents. Okay, they don't have any relativity with other contents. Okay, if not, we are going to use section. Okay, if there is any content related inform, and I mean if there is any uh, uh, the text is having some dependency with the other text, then it is called as then we have to use section. Section is like slight, it's like more specific than that div. It is like it's a grouped element in an semantically way, in a semantically way. And yeah, it will align all the different I mean elements, and it will group all of them together. Okay, it will group all of them together. And article is nothing but it is like more specific than a section. It is more specific than section. It don't have any relative kind of arguments which are coming from other, which are coming from other other elements or other functions. It is not related to anything. It is independent of its own. Okay, the content is independent of its own. Okay, and this div is nothing but it is like it has so it is not related to any semantically related, but it is it is having its own space, its own space. And it will group like it will group like all these different content methods within one CSS. Okay, and it is used for multiple purposes, but all these three are comes under same family. Like all these three are related to blocked scoped elements. Div is a div is like a general container which will get the data from other elements and it will display. Article is nothing but which don't have any relationship with other, which don't have any relationship with other elements. If it is having relationship with other elements, then we have to use section. That's the relationship between them. Hello.
Got it.
Okay. So now we are talking about actually opacity. Opacity. I have here one div, and whatever the content here, everything is there in one div. And in this div, I am going to mention one div parameter here, one div tag, and I am going to give like background color as some green. Okay, some green. Okay, if I go ahead and then check, so the total background color became green. This opacity will fade that green color. Okay, opacity will fade that green color. So let us see how it will fade in practical. So it will fade the particular green color and the total div, whatever the div it is there, it will fade it actually. And if you want to see more opacity, you can find like this. Okay, this is less. If it is 0.1, then it is more fading. Okay, it is more fading. Okay. So opacity, it will add the transparency to the background. Opacity, it will add the transparency to the background. And so you can able to find them in the backend, but you will be seeing some transparency kind of a feature from the front. Okay. It's about opacity, and we are having few things like borders, CSS borders. Already we saw few borders. We will see some more here. They are like suppose for this para tag. I am going, suppose if I am mentioning for this para tag, if I am mentioning for this para tag some border style, let us think border style. I have one property, so that's dashed I am putting. I will remove this opaque for something, this two, and background color, this one I will give some light green or something, light green. Okay, now we can find the dots here, right? These are the dotted border style. These are the dotted border style. Okay, these are the dotted border style. Suppose if I want to go for solid, it's like solid is it is an just a straight line, or it won't be having any gaps in between the I mean the lines. In this line, there is no gap in between. It's a single straight line. And we have one more thing that is known as dashed. Dashed. It's something like dashed kind of style. It is little larger, and double. We have like a double style, that is border style as a double. Okay, where you can find two things here. I will make it white for so, see. You can find here double kind of padding here. I mean border, double kind of border, and we have like a none and hidden. We have none and hidden. So they are. You can give none if you don't want to use any border and all. You can give hidden also. The both hidden, it will be there, but not visible. Okay. So yeah, it will be there and but not visible. And also you can give like four kinds of different styles here. One is not only one, you can mention like more than two kinds of style, one kind of style. So let us see here dotted, and it's like a dotted. So this will be comes on the top of the para, and yeah, and dashed, and not dash, will give like a solid, and will give like a dashed, and will mention like double. So all will be applicable for one single para. So it will be like the first one is like top. You can see here the first one is like on the top, and solid is here in the right hand side. The dashed is like in the bottom, and this one double is in the left hand side. Okay, that's how the four we can give four four kinds of border styles at a time. Okay, so and also we can see like a border width. We can give like a border width. So that border width is like you know um, border hyphen width. Here I can mention like 5 pixel, and within the 5 pixel you can find like the border width has been increased. Okay, border width has been increased, and that's about border width. And also we have like a um, border color. Anyhow, border color we already saw. If we want to give like border color, it's something like this: border hyphen border hyphen color. Border hyphen color, it is something like a yellow or something I give, and it is border hyphen color. So you can find like it is changed for everything, border hyphen color. Okay, so yeah, border hyphen color, and is a board, and also we are having like yeah, yeah, this is border hyphen color. We'll see like there is one concept known as box modeling. That concept we'll see it tomorrow. And we also have few things like height and width. That is something like this actually. Height, and height I am giving some kind of 200 pixel, and width I am giving some 200 pixel, not 200 pixel, some 50% I give. Okay, so that will effective likewise. Okay, the height is like 200 pixel, and width is like half of your page, that is 50%. you want to give here also 100%, you can able to mention. So it will mention like height 50%. Since it is a div, its div is like only this one, but the border is again, body is again different. Okay. And yeah, and also we are having some not outline, not outline for today. We are having like a background color already with color is nothing but it will decide the font size, font color. Okay, it will define the font color. We also have a thing known as font family. We have like a font family. That one, it is like this. Sorry. Yeah, I will remove this yellow. Okay, color it is. Okay, so it is something like, here I am giving some 100% 100% width, and can find here. Yeah, and here one more thing we have, like for the para, I am going to mention like some font family, font hyphen family, and it is like times new Roman. I am going to give times new Roman, new Roman, and here I am going to give like yeah. Uh, yes, times new Roman if I see, and can go for this. Can find it was little changed, or yeah, I can find like Arial something. Okay, for this it is yeah, you can find the change in the fonts, right? That's about font family. Here in this font family, again we have like a normal italic kind of styles. We can give them like this, like font uh, not font family, font style, some italic. I can give italic, and yeah, you can find like italic kind of styling, and also you can give like normal. Okay, you can give these are the normal style, and text. One more is like oblique, that is like oblique. Oblique. So yeah, that's also one of the different styling. That's one of the different styling. And we have one more thing is like font weight, font hyphen weight. So this one I can use some bold or something, font weight. So yeah, you can find the change the font into the bold. Okay, font into bold format, and yeah, and also we have some uh, font with variant, font variant. Okay, font variant, it specifies whether text should be displayed. It specifies whether text should be displayed in the in small caps actually. Suppose if I want to use if I want to put the font in a small capital letters, like then I can go for font variant, and here I can give like small caps, and I can find like here into small capital letters. Okay, small capital letters. Yeah, and we are having one more thing that is known as font size. So you can mention the size of the font with font hyphen size, font hyphen size. Here I can mention here like some 16 pixel or something, 16 pixel or something, and you can mention 16 pixel, and also can mention some. I will remove this small caps. Just put this and check. Mm, yeah, I can see the increment in the font size. This is like a font size parameter, font size property. Uh, yeah, and one more thing is like VW font size is like VW. That is like a viewport width. Okay, what that will do is, though the browser is shrinking, the text will be in the responsive way. So let us show you this one font size. I am going to give here some 10 VW. Okay, 10 VW. Okay, so with this I can find the font in this format, and I can see like though the browser is shrinking, there is no they are aligned according to the width of the browser. All the time they will be aligned according to the width of the browser, but they won't shrink, or you don't find like any um, loss in the property. You don't find any loss in the text or something. So that is like view width, viewport width. That's also one of the important parameter value are mentioning to make it as responsive. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's about for today. We have saw like para, and also we have saw like styles like class, and also element to element, and ID selection, universal selector, and we saw like a div, and also border, background color, and text align, and also we saw like um, this is border style, border width, font family, font style, font width, and font weight, and font variant, font size, and yeah, mm, and also we saw like how to do comments in CSS, and how to mention the background color in CSS, and what are the different border style we have, border width, how can we mention the details visa, border width, and visa, border width, and border style, like and also visa different kinds of border styles like dotted, dashed, solid, and also